Hey guys, today I'm just going to be doing a sit down video with you and talking about some things for 2025. I'm not doing a goal video. I used to do those kinds of videos. I think I stopped last year or maybe the year before. I don't remember which one. But anyway, I don't do goal videos or anything like that because my goals don't really change. They are the same most of the time. So, and if I do make goals, it won't be like a yearly goal. It'll be a short-term goal because I know that I do better with those. So, don't know why I'm telling y'all that. Maybe you're the same way, and maybe you need to know you're not alone. I don't know. But, you might hear some noises because Jeff is outside working on some things on the other side of that wall. So, you might hear some of that. You might have just heard the truck crank up. I don't know because he's pulling the truck around. So, excuse that if you do hear it. And you might hear the dogs or Noah or whatever. So, I want to talk about some different things and let you know some of our plans for the first of the year. At least the first of the year. I'm going to put this paper down because I keep waggling it around and making noise. Okay, so you guys know that during December, I got behind in my videos. I got behind because we were doing family things. I didn't have anything to record for you. I didn't feel comfortable recording other people or in other people's homes. And just different reasons we got behind. We got busy with stuff. And you know, we were doing spending family time. Now, normally, I would record on a Monday and you would see it the next Monday. A Tuesday, you'd see it the next Tuesday. So I was always a week ahead. At this point, I am a few days ahead, but not many. And I think that I'm going to leave it that way for just a little while for one of the things I'm going to talk to you about in a little bit. If I find that I can keep this schedule and not feel pressured and not feel any of the anxiety I used to feel whenever I was having bad internet days, then I will probably keep the schedule. That way, my videos won't be a week after whatever event happened in my life. It'll just be a few days. If I find that it's not going to work for me, I cannot do that, then I will either take a break for just a few days so that I can get back on that schedule, or I will record some extra videos and then I will make it fall back into line like it was. But as of right now, I'm going to leave it the way it is right now because so far I'm doing good. Our internet's doing good here. We had a terrible, well, not terrible, I shouldn't say terrible. We had some pretty rough weather last night. And the internet just blipped for just a second. It was fine. It was not bad at all. I thought, you know, the internet's going out, the power's going out, everything's going off. But it didn't. It was fine. We had some high winds and really bad thunderstorms, lightning. It was rough. Not scary, not tornadoes in our area, but it was bad enough weather that whenever we used to have satellite TV, the satellite would have went out for hours. But it didn't. Starlink seems to be really good. And if you need a rural internet, there's a link in my description. I'm not trying to sell it to you. I'm just telling you the stuff seems pretty good so far. It's some more expensive than other internet, but it's all we could get that was good, and it helps me to still share my life with you guys and to share my Bible studies with you guys and share my planner videos on my other channel. So I do want to talk about my other channel some. As far as I know, nothing is changing with it. I'm going to keep it exactly as is. And if you do watch that channel, there is one thing that I am thinking about changing, so I shouldn't have said exactly as is. The one thing I'm thinking about changing is going back to the way I used to do things. I used to show you what the week I had just finished looked like in my planner, and then decorate the new week. And then the current week you would see the next time, and blah blah blah. Well, that's the way I used to do it. But then I started doing just decorating, and then doing a video by itself after the pin at the end of the month, or the beginning of the new month. I got really behind with that during all the moving process and all the working on the mobile home and all that stuff. So I'm thinking I'm going to go back to my old way and just show you the after the pin on the day that I decorate the new week. So you'll be seeing the previous week that just went by, and then you'll see what it's going to, the decorating for the new week that's coming up. The current week, it'll just be for me for right then. Hope that makes sense. If you watch planner videos, you probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I think I'm going to go back to that format because I feel like I'm more confident in keeping up with that. So back to this channel. If things go okay and I feel like I can keep up with the videos and feel comfortable with it, I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing. I have not missed a video, even though I thought I was going to. You guys seem happy with it. Some of them have been shorter than others, but that's just because I've been trying to play catch up. Playing catch up doesn't work with me. I get stressed out, I get anxiety, and I feel like I'm letting you guys down. And I know, because so many of you have told me, don't worry about it, it's cool, it's fine, just do what you got to do, spend time with family, all that stuff. You're wonderful, and you're telling me everything's okay, and I believe you. But I don't feel comfortable just sharing just some tiny little bit and then rushing off. I want to share like I am comfortable sharing, which is probably oversharing for some, but for others it's good. So, like if I have an Aldi haul, from now on, I'll have whatever else is going on that day. Or something else anyway. If I have like a grocery haul, it won't be just a grocery haul, most likely. Unless it's one of those times where we do a lot of shopping, which is not very often, and it's just a lot of stuff and it takes a long time to share. I guess what I'm saying is I don't want my videos to be below 20 to 30 minutes. I don't really want them to be above an hour, but sometimes they are. So somewhere between 20 minutes and an hour is what I shoot for, and that's what a lot of you seem to like. Now, I don't know if all of you are watching the whole entire video. It's up to you if you do. If you stay for just the first few minutes and then you're like, bye, I don't want to see you anymore, that's fine. If you stay the whole entire time, that's great. If you watch the ads, that's fine. If you skip the ads, that's fine. Because I know that not everybody can stand watching the ads. Which with me, it's very easy for me to watch the ads because I'm usually watching on my TV. And you don't have an option of skipping, I don't think. I don't know. I don't pay attention. So, and that's another thing. I know that several of you ladies who watch me, I also enjoy your channels. And I'm sorry I don't comment very often, but it's because I watch on my TV. I like seeing you on the big screen more than the tiny screen, because like if I sit at my desk, I can comment, but my desk is not comfortable to sit at. My chair's not comfortable, so I don't prefer that way, so I won't watch as much. If I am watching on my phone, I definitely don't watch as much because I hate looking at that little screen. So for me, watching on a TV is just the most comfortable way to do it. I just can't comment without going to my phone or something like that. And I know that some of you watch my channel the same way. You're watching on my TV, so you're not commenting, and I'm cool with that. I love you all no matter how you watch. I love you all no matter if you comment or not. I'm just glad you're here. I know some of you share my videos, which is fabulous. I know some of you like them, you comment, you do all the things. Some of you I get to talk to every single day, which we've become, it feels like we're friends, and if you don't talk if you like don't comment, I'm like, wait a minute, where's she at today? Is she okay? Is she sick? Is she having family trouble? What's going on? You know, I start getting a little bit concerned, but if it goes on for days and days, and I'm like, oh, how do I get in touch? But yeah, there's some of you I've gotten to the point where if you don't comment, because I'm so used to you commenting, I'm like, okay, is she all right? It's just, you get used to people. This, you know, people say in real life, this is my real life. Everything you see me do is something I'll be doing whether I'm doing YouTube or not. I mean, I may not share the groceries with someone else, but I'm gonna go grocery shopping. I may not be sharing the new fireplace put together, but I'm gonna be buying the fireplace. You know, I may not be sharing moving, but I was gonna move no matter what. You know, so everything that I do, like, I may not share the cooking with someone else in real life, but I'm gonna cook. You know, so I don't do anything specifically for YouTube other than recording my life, if that makes sense. I don't do things for YouTube. I don't go do extra stuff for YouTube. And I know that some people do, and that's fine. It's a great way for some people to make money. It's a great way for them. Now, I do have opportunities that I wouldn't have if I wasn't doing YouTube, like brands and stuff contact me. That would be something I would not be doing if I didn't have YouTube, because I wouldn't have the opportunity. I wouldn't even know about it if I didn't have YouTube. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, what you see is me. That's just the way it is. This is how crazy I am. So anyway, I'm not changing. Like I've told you guys, there's going to be some changes to my channel that I'm trying to figure out and everything. I'm not changing the amount of videos that I share with you guys. I'm just changing my schedule some, and you'll be seeing it not in real time, but closer to real time, if that makes sense. And I hope that works out. If it does not work out, then, like I said, I'll figure it out. I always do. And I don't even know what all I've talked about now, because I've gone off on crazyville tangents. I guess that's a tangent. I don't know. So, this is what the other thing I want to talk to you about. And this is one of the reasons why I want to keep my videos closer to real time. At least for the first month or two. So, you guys have watched me. I do like low spin January, no spin January, things like that. Jessica from Three Rivers Homestead calls it the Three Rivers Challenge. She has a hashtag on Instagram. She shares on YouTube. She actually has, because Instagram won't let you follow tags anymore. I don't know if they're trying to like cancel them out or get rid of them or what, but because they won't allow you to follow tags, she's actually made another Instagram account called Three Rivers Challenge. If you'd like to follow her, she's really great. And I have followed her rules before, which honestly there are no rules, but I'll tell you more about that in a moment. I followed her concept before, and it worked really well. So Jeff and I have been talking, because we did spend a lot of money on doing this mobile home. We spent a lot of money on moving. We do have extra expenses right now. And Christmas just happened. Even though we had the money for Christmas, we did not go into debt for Christmas. We spent money, you know. So January and February, it's really a great time to kind of pull back a little bit on the spending and let, you know, things build back up in your savings and stuff, if you can. So Jeff and I have decided to do, we're going to go ahead and just say the Three Rivers Challenge. even though it's a low spend for us. Now, the way that Jessica does it, her family, I think they have 8 kids and 1 on the way, or maybe 9. She might have already had the baby by now because she's very overdue. But anyway, I think she only puts out 1 video a week, but if you look up Three Rivers Homestead, you will love her. I love her. She does preserving, she does canning, she does her own garden. They raise their beef for their meals. They just have she has a lot of awesome content on her channel and on her Instagram. So if you want to watch that awesomeness, or well, if you have Instagram and you follow her there, you'll get to see more real time. And her stories are wonderful, like Instagram stories. She just tells you all kinds of things that's going on. She's got, like, if I would have, like, well, she's younger than me, but if I would have had the knowledge she has whenever my kids were young, things would have been so different. Which she does have a couple of children who can't eat certain things, so that's one reason why they went on the path they're on to eating certain ways. So yeah, just follow her. I will link her down below. How about that? Let's just say that I'm going to link her down below. So she does this challenge January and February. I don't know if we're going to do it in February. I know we're doing it in January. If we decide to do it in February as well, I will let you know. So I'm going to go ahead and read what her I went ahead and printed it off, what she said in her post. And she says, every year during the months of January and February, I do the Three Rivers Challenge, a pantry challenge in which I buy 0 groceries instead shop from my food storage. I do this for several reasons. Now, I'm going to go ahead and interject here. I know not everybody has food storage, and I don't have food storage like her. Y'all know that we used up a lot of our food storage before we moved because we knew we were moving and we just didn't want to have to move it all. So we don't have as much as we did. And I didn't get to preserve any food last year because I didn't do any gardening and things like that. So we can't do it as well as Jessica. I mean, let's just say my family can't do it like Jessica does. But I will tell you how we're doing it. Alright, let's keep going. So these are her reasons, and I'll tell you if it's my reason or not. 1, it's a great way to cycle through my dry goods and make sure we're using them up before they go bad. That is one reason why I do it, and I've done it before. Right now, I know my dry goods are all good for a long time because, like I said, we went through all of our stuff and we've had to restock. But it still helps. 2, it allows me to eat through the produce we preserved over the last year to clear out jars and make space for the next year. Now, this is not something that's good for me because I haven't preserved anything, but it is something that I do want to think about for the future. 3, it saves money. That's the biggest one. Yes, that is one reason why. 4, it forces me to get creative and come up with new recipes using what we have on hand. Because if you get down to the nitty gritty and you're like the second month and you don't have just a few things, you've got to figure something out because everybody needs to be fed and you don't want to go out. Okay, so 5, it cuts down on food waste. That's a definite. 6, since I'm usually doing my garden planning during those months, it shows me what we need to grow, preserve more of, and how to incorporate that into my plans. That is something that I used before, but I haven't this year because, I didn't get to grow anything. But we will be planting our garden more. And 7, it's a fun way to challenge myself. So there's that. And she says, let me know in the comments if you plan to join us this year. I do. Remember that there are no rules. If you want a weekly budget for dairy or fresh produce, you can do that. There's no right or wrong way to participate. So for us, we are going to have a budget for dairy and fresh produce. We will not, as far as I am concerned, be buying any canned foods If we do buy any boxed or bagged foods, it would be cereal. But otherwise, I don't think we'll be buying any. I think we're going to be fine. But because of how much things cost. Now, before, we did this with $120 budget. I think is what it was. No, it was 150 or 100, I don't know. I can't remember. It's been so long. And last year, we didn't do the same thing because we just were trying to eat through our stuff. We didn't even, you know, talk about it on my channel, I don't think. But anyway, we've done it before and had a very small budget. There was one year we did a $25 a week budget. This was a long time ago when prices were way cheaper. But we do have to remember that everything has doubled or tripled in price. I used to be able to buy a gallon of milk for 99 cents. Now I'm trying to find it for less than $4. So we do have a budget. Jeff and I have talked about it, and our budget is $230 for the whole entire month of January. Now, if we do it in February as well, we'll figure out that budget. We don't know what it's going to be yet. We have not decided. So that's for the three of us. $230 for the whole month. We will not be buying any toiletries. No paper goods like toilet paper, paper towels, tissues, none of that stuff. We will not be buying any sort of, let's see, like products for cleaning the house other than possibly laundry detergent. I might need some laundry detergent. I don't know yet. But that would be the only thing we would buy. And that would not be out of the $230. Because the $230 is food only. And I also want to challenge myself and see if I have any left out of that $230. Because I did it before and I did have money left and it felt so good. And we put that money into savings. But we won't buy any toiletries. No hygiene things. No paper goods. And no cleaning products unless it's laundry detergent and dish detergent. We might need dish detergent. Because I did not check those things before we decided to do this. Now, if you are going to join me with a low spend challenge, because I'm calling it low spend because we're going to be spending low amount. If you want to join me for that, let me know down in the comments because it is fun. If you know, I know this video is coming out after January 1st. You can join anytime. There's no set time. If you just want to do it for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you can do that. And my plan is to show, whether in picture form or in video form, everything that I eat, even if I don't show you what the boys eat. Now, most likely I'll be showing our dinners. Okay, the camera's about to quit, so let me start it back. Okay, it started back. What was I saying? I'm going to show our meals, at least mine. Even if I don't show Jeff and Noah's, I will be showing mine. We will not be going out to eat. We will not be buying sodas and things if we have to go to the store for gas, for fuel. We are, I'll tell you what we're allowed to buy in a moment. But no sodas, no junk food at the store. We're going to have to plan everything we're going to put in our mouths, and it has to come from home unless it's fresh produce or dairy products from the grocery store. And when I say dairy products, that means milk, cheese, sour cream, yogurt, things like that. But that does not mean we can go buy dip, and we can buy cream cheese, you know, stuff like that. We cannot go buy dip for chips. We have to make our own out of the sour cream and the seasonings we already have. Just stuff like that. No convenience. Let's put it that way. We cannot buy any convenience foods. No going out to eat. No service station things. No quick and easy things from the grocery store. How about that? So, I'm kind of excited about it. I always am in the beginning. Every time we do this, we do save money. I have not kept up with how much we've been spending for probably about 6 or 8 months. For our groceries, I've not kept up with it. I've been very bad about that. So I'm really hoping that this will reset me in 2025 and I can keep up with it. Or start me over keeping up with it, because I used to be very diligent about that. I would keep up with every single penny I spent. So, I know I've already said this a couple times, but let me recap. The only things we can buy are dairy products and fresh fruits and vegetables, fresh produce from the grocery store. No convenience foods, no junk foods, nothing like that. But January, there's 2 birthdays, mine and Selena's. For Selena, she's not here. If she happened to come home, then that'd be a totally different situation. Like if she came home to visit or something, completely different situation. If she wanted something special to eat, we would go buy that. Birthdays are not excluded. We can still celebrate the same way we normally would. If I want to go out to eat for my birthday, we can. If I want to have something here at home, we can. And if I have to buy extra something for that, it's like the birthday budget does not get eliminated. Let's put it that way. So that doesn't count. So on my birthday, if you see that we go buy steak from the grocery store and come home and cook it, that's not breaking the rules. Because birthday budget is different from other. And we're not going to not celebrate the birthdays. So if Selena comes home to visit, which I don't think she is, we have not discussed it, but I don't think she's going to be coming home to visit anytime soon. If she happened to, and it was her birthday, we're going to celebrate. So that is something we can do. We can celebrate birthdays. So let's see. We can buy gas for our vehicles. Of course, pay our bills. We have to do that. There's no choice. If there's something that happens in the home, something breaks, and we don't have something to fix it, we can purchase that. It's really just restricting food, like purchasing food stuff and household everyday stuff. That's the only thing really it's restricting. Otherwise, we're good. Now, does that mean I'm going to go shopping for new clothes? No, I'm not doing it. I don't need any. I'm not going shopping for any. Nobody in this house needs any, so we're not doing that. Now, Jeff does have an allowance each year from his job to buy new boots for work. If he chooses to do that in January, we will do that. And we always have to pay a little bit because his allowance is not enough to cover his boots. So we will be doing that. So that is an okay thing, you know. I don't know if he's going to do it or not, though. He may not, because he's been talking about it for about 4 months. And he has not gotten his 2024 boots. And the year's almost over. Like, there's 2 more days on the day I'm recording this. And, yeah, it's about done. So he can't really do that. So let's see, what else is allowed? I think that's it. Like birthday, bills, and any household things or vehicle things that might need to be done, and of course gas to go places. So I wanted to go ahead for you all who might say, oh, but me and my spouse have a date night every other week or every month. What about that? You have to find something that doesn't cost money. Maybe if it does cost money, maybe it's just a little bit of fuel, which is allowed, and maybe you take snacks from home and go for a drive. Maybe you go play games at a friend's house for your date night. Maybe you just snuggle up and watch movies at home. You know, something you've already paid for. that kind of thing. And also, along with something you've already paid for, gift cards are allowed. If you have a gift card, you can use it. Right now, I have $30 gift card for Walmart or Sam's. It can be either one. If I find that I need to use that during this month, I can use it for whatever I want to get. Nobody can stop me because that money is already spent. So gift cards are allowed. And I know that a lot of us probably got gift cards during Christmas because nobody knows what to get you because you have everything. So you get gift cards, which I didn't get the gift card for that. I got the gift card because I do these surveys for Sam's Club and I earned them. I also have some more that I could get. It's another $30 or $50 that I could get if I find that I need it. Like I could go ahead and redeem them if I find that I need that money. So gift cards are, you do what you want. So I don't know if I made any sense. I feel like I went all over the place, but we're doing the Three River Challenge our way. And there's something else I would like to say about Jessica and her family. They don't eat dairy products because one of their sons, this is what I understand, I could be wrong, please, if I'm wrong, you guys let me know, or, well, you don't have to let me know, I'm sure she'll say it again sometime, but her son could die if he is around milk products and certain kinds of nuts. So they don't drink milk. They do plant-based, and their whole entire family does it because they want their son to live. And she has, you know, people have asked, well, what about your other kids? Why don't they get to do this? Why don't they do get to do things, just not at home? Like whenever they go to their grandparents, they get to do things. The parents will take them on special things like for birthdays and things like that. They do get to have those things. They're not deprived of anything at all. They just can't have it in their home because it is not safe for one or more of their children. And I completely understand that. And their children are very happy and healthy. So, but that's one reason they don't have to have a dairy budget. And their fresh fruit and produce, they grow so much of their own that they can get that. And they have a lot of it already. And during this time of the year, they're doing more like soups and stews because they live in a cold place anyway. So they're not like wanting salads all the time and all that kind of thing. So they're good. I did want to say that. And that might be why that they don't have that kind of budget. I don't know. She does talk more about it on her videos though. But I guess that's all. I don't know if I made any sense. I feel like I went all over the world with this. But we're doing a low spend challenge. And we can spend money if it's already spent, like a gift card. We can buy any kind of thing we need to repair anything at the home or the vehicles. We can buy fuel and we can pay our bills, and we have a certain amount for dairy products and produce, and that's all we can get, those things. If we run out of something, too bad. Something else I am going to be doing is have a running list, and when we do start purchasing again, normally I won't go out and buy every little thing on that list. And the running list will just be like things that we use, like condiments and stuff. But I won't go buy everything on that list at one time. I will just buy a little bit every week. So just like I do now, I'll just replace it eventually. And it won't be as if I've saved all that money, but now I'm throwing it all back at, you know, spending it all. I won't do that. Because I don't know about you guys. I know we will go in the grocery store, we'll have our list, we'll know what we need, but we always throw other things in the buggy. We always do. and we don't need all those things. And there's actually things in our pantry right now that we have purchased since we moved that we're like, why did we buy that? We're not eating it. That was a spur of the moment, let's get this thing, and we're not eating it. This will force us to eat it. Not that we don't want it, not that it's bad, but it takes a little bit more work to use. So, I don't know if I explained very well, but I will be sharing what I'm eating. I said that. And I will be sharing little ways that we're how I'm doing things to make it easier on me. The first thing that I recommend if you do this is to make a menu plan. And instead of just making it like I normally do for just our dinners, I might be making the menu plan for every meal. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. And I'm also going to be baking our bread. Y'all heard me say produce and dairy. That means bread is going to have to be made at home. Oh, and eggs are counted as dairy, just to let you know. If it's in the dairy case and it's not we're not talking about going and buying cookies and things. You can't do that. Let's see. If it's in the dairy case and it's not a convenience food. Now, eggs can be a convenience food, but that's not what I mean. Eggs are something that's allowed. I did want to make sure y'all knew that. Because it just hit me like eggs are allowed. But I will be making our own bread. So once we run out of what we have, I will have to be baking it. So that doesn't bother me at all, though. I like making homemade brioche, and maybe this will get me into the habit of doing it. And in fact, I can't remember if it was 1 year or 2 years ago. I think it was, well, we didn't have the mobile home at that time, I don't think. But Mr. Tom challenged me to only buy milk because he knows how much Noah loves milk. He challenged me, and I did it for a month. I baked our bread, I made our meals, everything. We did not go out to eat at all. We did not buy anything but milk from the grocery store. And it's on my channel. And I did it. It was in the February of 1 year. It wasn't last year, I don't think. But yeah, Mr. Tom challenged me, and I did it. I can do it. But anyway, I'm going to go. I haven't really talked to y'all in a while, so I think that's why I'm just running my mouth. I've probably repeated myself 14 times, and I'm sorry for that. But I'll see y'all next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you don't mind, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. Have you ever done a challenge like this before? Let me know what you think about me changing up my schedule, but not, it's not really changing what you're going to see. Let me know what you think about that. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels. Oh, did I say if you have a prayer request, leave that down below? I don't want to forget that because that is very important. Also, check the community tab because I do put other people's prayer requests on there if they ask me to. There's that. Anyway, don't take any wooden nickels and be sweet.